Hi and welcome to Arabic for Church lesson 1.13. In this video, we're going to look at the last three letters of the Arabic alphabet, letters Ha, Waw, and Ya. We're going to start with the letter Ha. And the letter Ha is a tricky letter because most letters retain their main shape when they come at the final position in a word, except for Ha, because Ha has the more elaborate form when it comes at the beginning of a word, and this is what it looks like. It looks like a little rose. The sound of Ha is the same as in English, Ha. So this is the letter Ha in the final position. You can see that Ha in the initial position looks a lot fancier at the beginning of a word. At the end of a word, it takes a shape similar to the one we studied in lesson 1.2 when we looked at the tied ta. It looks like a teardrop. So you start it from the left, you go down, and then you go up and close it from the right left. And you can think of the letter Ha as a bow on top of a gift. And the word gift in Arabic is hadiyya. Hadiyya. When Ha comes in the final position in a word, it connects this way. So this is the isolated form for the end of a word. For example, if it comes preceded by an alif or a ra that don't connect to the left, if you remember. So if it connects to the right, it looks like this. It comes on the line, you go up, and then you turn back right. So this is the letter Ha. The second last letter we're looking at is the letter Waw. This is what it looks like. The end of Waw looks a lot like the letters Ra and Zai in lesson 1.5, in that they go down, they touch the line for a bit, and then go up just a little bit. And it starts with a little round shape, and then it carries on as a Ra shape. And the Waw is one of the semi-vowels that we talked about in lesson 1.1. So if you remember, we said the letter Alif is a semi-vowel in that it has both a consonant sound and a vowel sound. Waw is the same, and the consonant sound of Waw is W. So to write Waw, we start from the middle of the vertical space, and we start left, we go up, down, and then left again, and we take a little tail over here and we stop. The letter Waw is the first letter in the word wurud, wurud, which means roses. When Waw connects, the connection starts midway in the vertical space. So you're writing from right to left, and then you go wow, you go down. And the last letter of the alphabet is the letter Ya. This is what it looks like. The first part of Ya looks a little bit like a hamza, a big hamza, that carries on up to finish the shape, briefly touching the red line. And then it's completed with two dots below it. Ya is another semi-vowel. So that's the third semi-vowel. First we had Alif, and then Waw, which we just covered, and now we have the last one, which is Ya. The consonant sound of the letter Ya is Ya. This is the sound Ya. Ya is the first letter in the word Yad. Yadi is my hand, with the E at the end. Yadi is my hand. The way it connects, again, it's midway in the vertical space, like Waw. So you're writing right to left, and then you come to Ya, and then you go down like a hamza, you carry on up. You don't stay flat on the line, you touch it really fast, and then you go up, and then you finish with 2 dots. These 2 phrases are taken from Psalm 42. As the deer pants for streams of water, كما يشتاق الأيل إلى مجاري المياه. And he is the salvation of my face and my God. وهو خلاص وجهي وإلهي. We're going to start by looking at the letter ha, and here there's an opportunity for me to show you the letter ha when it comes in the initial, medial, and final positions. So the first one is here at the top. This is the letter ha in the final position. It looks like a teardrop. And it's not connected to the letter before because it happens to be an alif, and you know alif doesn't connect to the left. So this is the simplest form of the letter ha. Most letters take their most elaborate form at the end of a word, but ha does the opposite. In the initial position, this is ha. You can see how it's bigger, with a more complex shape. So that's the initial position. And then in the medial position, here it is. So it has 3 different forms that in a way don't look anything like each other, but the final form is the simplest. So that's for the first letter. The second letter is the letter waw, and we have an opportunity here to learn a new word, which is the single lettered word wa, and it means and. So this wa and this wa are and. So these come in the isolated form. It keeps its original form. When it's connected here, also in the final position, but it's connected to a letter before it. Notice how waw has lifted the ha on top of the red line. So you can imagine the red line is here, and waw has lifted the letter ha because the connection is higher than the red line. Another thing about the letter waw, let's just compare the space between 2 words and the space between 2 letters within a word. So here, the space between and wa, so this is wa, which is and the next word is bigger than the space between wa when it comes as part of a word. So because now we know there are letters that don't connect to letters within a word, it's important to figure out the spacing. Is the space within a word or between 2 words? And the last letter is the letter ya. You can see it isolated here within the word majari, which means streams, and that's the ya. And there are 2 connected yas in the final position. And with those 3 letters, we have completed the Arabic alphabet. You should now be able to recognize all the Arabic letters, their shapes, and their sounds. And like you do in every section, now you can go and complete your assignment and do the quiz. Well done on completing Arabic for Church, Part 1.